So today is the morning of May 1st, last day of my road trip going home. And I head home tonight or in the afternoon. Last night I stayed in Big Pine, Baker Creek Campground. It was 80 some degrees last night, but it cooled down eventually. Got up early in the morning, got my cup of coffee from a gas station down there. Now I'm driving up to the ancient Bristlecone pine forest. It's up windy road 168, and I wanted to check out on my way up, check out this other campsite. It's a national forest campsite. It's basically free. You can make $5 donations. It has a vault vault toilet. It's higher altitude, it's 8,000 feet plus, so it's much cooler, especially in the summer when it's really hot down in the valley. So here's a Grand View. This campsite is called Grand View Campground. I stopped by to just take pictures here. A couple of miles from the ancient forest. One White Mountain Road, it keeps climbing up. Actually, this Polar area is at 9,500 feet of elevation. Down there is the town of Bishop. I basically climbed up on the road about 4,500 feet from Big Pine. It's still going up. It's nice and cool up here. It's the Sierras. This year we had a dry winter, so the snowpack is like 50% of average. Usually at this time of the year there should be a lot more snow in the mountain. It's going to be a hot summer, dry, fiery summer. I hope not. So I made it to Shulman Grove Visitor Center. Of course they're closed for the season, so and you don't have to pay the fee. They've actually locked up the fee box. I think it's usually like $5 or $10. So there is one trail here that goes through the grove, and an old cabin from Mexican mine, I think it's called. And then there is another grove that has the oldest tree. You have to drive up the mountain. This road actually goes to the top of White Mountain. Let's see, secrets of old age. They have special look, spiky dead tops, bare wood on limbs and trunks, distorted polished limbs and exposed roots, thin strips of bark growing up the tree. It says these bristlecones here have a different look than the usual bristlecone pines because they're in a sheltered location, normally thought of as good growing conditions. They are tall, full and upright. But these youngsters just don't live as long as the ancients. Their wood is softer, making them more susceptible to insect invasion and disease. And then it says the ones that are growing up the hill, growing on a quotation poor site, it's perfect conditions for old age trees. See, I guess that applies to humans too. You live a soft, easy, couch potato life, you die young. If you're active, you physically stress your body, deprive yourself of food and amenities and junk food and snacks and all that, you live longer. So this is the junction for Silver Canyon Road to Bishop, 15 miles. You know what, I'm not gonna try to go down to Bishop on this one. Maybe another trip. I have my electric fridge in the car. It may be too bumpy and may destroy it. And then there's another four-wheel drive road to Wyman Canyon Road. And straight ahead is Patriot Grove, where I'm going, another 9 miles. Hit it! Yeah! Yeah, 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, you don't feel all the bumps. Yeehaw! Giddy up! Look at this view. Should I go straight down? Sierra Nevada. So it's a halfway up, 6 miles to go. Stop for a bathroom break. Here's the road where we're going. Meanders up the mountain there. We came down a little, now we're gonna go up, back up. Let's go. There's a bicyclist on the road. More power to him. Good job. Good junction here. Patriot Grove, 3 miles ahead. And then there's a research center there. I think it's the University of California. They're researching all the pine stuff, pine cones and stuff. National Forest Scenic Byway. It is scenic, no doubt about it. So I made it to Patriot Grove, and then the road continues up, I think, to the trailhead for White Mountain. Maybe I'll go there after I visit Patriot Grove. I just passed elevation marker of 11,000 feet, and my watch too says 11,000 some couple hundred feet. I think the highest paved road in the US is that road in Rocky Mountain National Park. Is it Trail Ridge Road or something? Goes up to 12,000 some. Technically, I guess this is not the completely paved road, but the last part of it is paved road, and it gets close within like 1,000 feet. All right, enough of statistics here. Man, it's so pretty here. This is the last mile to the Grove. I guess this road just opened. Still there's snow on the road here. I'm gonna go through it, it's not an issue. I like these old snowfields. You see how they form with wind? They create these waves on them. I've seen them on Mount Whitney trailhead or trail. Alright, let me go through this area. Hey, Grizz. Grizz is the name of my Land Cruiser. It's in its elements. It's all dusty and tackling the road nicely. Let's go, Grizz. Take me. So before going and visiting my old friends in the Patriot Grove, old Bristlecone pine trees, and I ate my breakfast, home mixed yogurt, strawberry, bananas, chocolate covered walnuts. Then I can see there's cars that have driven up continued on the White Mountain Road. And then there's a trailhead up there. So I'm entering the Timberline Ancients Grove, the Patriot Grove, Timberline, home of the Great Basin Bristlecone pine. Basically, it's as far up as they grow, 11,200 feet altitude here. These are, I love these trees. Look at their bark. It's so gnarly and gnarly. See if I don't know if they've marked the oldest tree or not. It's supposed to be like 4,000 years old. Hello, old friends. I'm gonna come and hug you guys. Yeah, I'm a real tree hugger. The patriarch, in memorial to Norin. Another grove that I visited is in Great Basin National Park. There's a trail there too. Another grove of bristlecone pine trees. So this sign says that there are older strands of trees that died, 2,000 years ago. But the climate was warmer 2,000 years ago. And the trees moved uphill, up altitude. These trees move up and down with temperature changes, natural variability. So 2,000 years ago, apparently temperature was warmer. It started cooling down, so the trees moved back down. Still going up the trail. Yeah, really old trees here. Gnarly trunks. Got the one in front here. It's mostly wood trunk. Some greenery growing out of it. And it's an old one. Look at the view pattern of gnarled up trunk. So pretty. Wish I look this pretty when I get old. I'll be a pruned. Made it to the top of the trail. Man, it is grand view here. Those rocks in the front looks like volcanic. These are dolomite. Basically, we're at the ocean bottom, shallow ocean that covered here millions of years ago. From limestone and then metamorphized to dolomite. Here's my car, Grizz. Grizz, next stop is way up there, where the other cars are. So the inscription here says the Patriot, the largest bristlecone tree, was discovered in 1948. Was added to the American Forestry And's list of big trees as the largest bristlecone pine. The Patriot. Yeah, they usually don't grow this big. Especially the ones in Great Basin National Park, they're stunted and there's this harsh environment there. So it looks like the end of the road here, as much as passability is concerned. I'm gonna walk up and see if I can go to the summit. I think the White Mountain summit is that one. I have to back down here. There's no place to make a U-turn also. Oh well, figure that out later. That's about it. Take some water and go up. See hard when I because I have to reverse drive down here, find somewhere to make a U-turn. It's just too narrow here to make a U-turn. Let me go check it out. Practicing my reverse driving. The cliff on one side and cars on the other. Should be okay though, I think we go. That's close enough, huh? Just at the edge, and I'm a couple of feet from the car, so I can move closer to the cars here. If something happens, I hit a car, it won't fall off the cliff here. I'm gonna attempt a U-turn here. I don't know how many turns I have to make, hundreds. Find out, I'll count. I passed the car, so I'm okay now. After like 4 times going back and forth, I think I'm almost there. Another couple more times. I'm falling off the cliff yet. Made it. But 5 times back and forth, getting out to make sure I'm not driving over the edge. It's all downhill from here. I have to go to low gear. I want to make it to the barbecue joint intact. Yeah. Back at Shulman Grove. Parking lot is almost full. I was here in the morning, nobody was here, just a couple of cars. It's more popular because it's paved road all the way. So I'm walking along the Discovery Trail. It's a short 1-mile loop. There are 4,000-year-old trees here. I don't know if they're marked or not, but we'll find out. 4,000 years means like 2,000 years before present, whatever, year 0. It goes back to the Years of pharaohs and Egyptian and Chinese empires. So that's the carcass of a 3,200-year-old Bristlecone. When he died, was 3,200 years old in about 1676. So Dr. Shulman was good. He was trying to figure out, studying growth rings in trees to relate them to climate conditions in the past. He was a scientist trying to discover things. This Discovery Trail is awesome. It's not only scenic, they have these benches at scenic locations with view of the Sierras. You can take a break and enjoy time with your old friends. Bristlecone pines. See if they could talk. Been sitting here for 4,000 years. So these red rocks here, according to the sign, there are quartzite. Used to be sandstone formations at the bottom of the ocean with more sediments on top, great pressure and heat metamorphized them into quartzite. I love geology. If I weren't interested in making money, I would have picked the field of geology as my studies instead of geotechnical engineering and structural engineering. But I can enjoy it now and learn a lot since I'm retired. Always learn, question everything. My car needs a good wash, my car and the bike. I'm just going to take both of them to the self-service car wash when I get home and hose them down. I came down the mountain for lunch, copper top, barbecue in big pines, local business. I was talking to the guy yesterday about these real copper top barbecue pits. He's invested like $25,000 here. Trying to support local business here. They had a very tough year last year, initially with COVID closures of Inyo Forest, and then the fires, forest fires, closed the forest here. Old pork meal. This is the view from the patio, copper top barbecue, very good barbecue. It has a pulled pork meal. These are copper top barbecue pits. They have the usual California stuff, tri-tip barbecue, pulled pork, and tri-tip burgers. Temperature is 90 degrees as I expected. On top of the mountain was 50. Granted, it's a couple of hours later, it's warmed up. Down here is 90.